Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and today I will be showing you my top 10 favorite Pokemon cards in my collection. Let's get into the video. Alright, getting right into the video, this is my 10th favorite Pokemon card in my collection. So right here we have the Zamazenta V from the Pokemon 25th Anniversary series. I don't know, I like Zamazenta, but it's definitely not one of my favorite cards, but it is pretty cool. I like the card, but it's definitely my 10th favorite card, and yeah, I think it's pretty cool. The art's pretty cool, and it's got the 25th Anniversary Pikachu logo, so that's a pretty cool card. I don't exactly remember where I got this card, but it is one of my favorites, and it is going in my 10th favorite spot in my collection. Let's move on to the 9th place. Coming in as my 9th favorite Pokemon card has gotta be this Giratina V. I really like how the colors look with Giratina. It just really pops out, and it's just one of my favorite cards. It's not the worst HP, it's 220, so it's pretty good. The attacks aren't the worst, they're not the best, but the art on this card looks really good, and it's a full art, which makes it even better. It's not the worst card, but it's just the colors and Giratina, they just really make the card look better. Alright, my 8th favorite Pokemon card in my collection has got to be this Noivern EX. I really like how the colors are, and it's got like this cool, like full art color. It's got a cool texture too, and it's one of my first EXs in the new Scarlet and Violet series, which it's just really cool. I like how they brought back the EX. It's a dragon type, and just the colors are cool, the art's cool, and it's got 260 HP, which isn't horrible, but I just like the EX form of it, how they brought the EX back, and it's just really cool. I like the full art version of this card, and there's not really much to say about it, I just like it. Alright, my 7th favorite Pokemon card in my collection has got to be this Charizard EX. It doesn't have the best HP, and the attacks aren't that good, but just the art and how the borders are like flames, and just in total, this card just looks really cool. It's one of the original EXs too. Well, not original from like the original series, but it's not one of the Scarlet and Violet EXs, and I just really like how it looks. Also, it's a Charizard, and Charizards are just pretty cool. It's not really rare, but I just really like how the borders are like flames. It just kind of makes the card look a whole lot better, and also just kind of makes it look different than other cards. And I think that's one of the reasons I like it. So this is my 7th favorite card. It's not the worst card, not the best card, but one of my favorites in my collection. Alright, my 6th favorite Pokemon card is this Machamp Break. Now, I don't really know if I like the breaks. The only thing I don't like about them is how they're like horizontal instead of vertical, so I don't know. It kind of takes off some points for me, but I really like Machamp, and the break version of him just looks really cool with like a full gold version. And breaks, they're just kind of cool. They're not really rare, but they're just pretty cool. And I really like how he's gold. It just kind of makes him look cooler than his original version. And it's not much to say about him. My 6th favorite, it's pretty cool. He's just gold. His HP's not the best, 190, and his attacks aren't that good. But, I mean, they're pretty good, better than most other Pokemon. And he's just my 6th favorite, mainly because he's gold. Alright, we've made it to top 5 favorite Pokemon cards in my collection, and 5th place has to go to this Corviknight V. This is one of my first Vs, if not my first V in my collection, and it's got a really cool texture, and Corviknight's actually like outlined in like a silver lining. It's really cool, and makes it look a lot cooler when you shine it in light. It's got 210 HP, which isn't horrible, it's pretty good. The attacks are alright, better than some other Pokemon. But it just really looks cool, especially when you shine it in light, like right here. It looks really cool, the colors match really well, and honestly, the background looks really cool too, and it's just one of my favorite cards. I also like Corviknight a lot from the Sword and Shield series, so it's just pretty cool because I like Corviknight, and this card is just really cool. So this is definitely my 5th favorite Pokemon card in my collection. 4th place definitely goes to my Origin Form Palkia V. This card just looks really cool with like the background and Palkia in the middle. It looks really cool. It's a full art too. It's got 220 HP, which isn't horrible. The attacks are alright, but it's just a really cool background. And I wasn't expecting this card when I pulled it from the pack, so it was a cool surprise. And honestly, the card art is really cool. Whoever drew the card or made the card art was really talented, and it looks really good. It's definitely one of my favorite cards, as it's coming in at top 4, so definitely one of my favorites. But yeah, I really like the art. It looks really cool, and I especially like Palkia in the middle. So it's a cool, different card, different version of Palkia. It's really cool, but it's still a V, and it's got 220 HP, but that's not that bad. Let's get on to top 3. No questions asked, my third favorite Pokemon card has to be my Mega Venusaur EX. This card is just really cool, the art is cool, it's got a lot of HP, it's a Mega, it's really cool, just the Megas for some reason are just really cool looking and just kind of special to me. It doesn't have the best attacks, but it's still pretty cool. It's one of my favorite cards, and just Venusaur in total is just really cool. One of the original 3 final evolved versions, and it's just really cool. It was my first Mega, and it's just really cool. I like him a lot, and I just think I like him because he is my first Mega and one of my first good cards, but also Venusaur is just one of the best Pokemon, no doubt about that. Coming in at number 2 has to be my Mewtwo V. This card is just really cool. I really like the background. It's got a cool silver outlining, just like the Corviknight. It's just really cool, and Mewtwo's my favorite Pokemon, so it's just kind of special. And I'm pretty sure this was a promo card for a Pokemon Go box, I'm pretty sure. So it kind of makes this a little more special. Just one of my favorite cards, and it's just really cool. And like I said, Mewtwo is one of my favorite Pokemon, so of course this is going to be one of my favorite cards. And let's get on to honorable mentions. Alright, honorable mentions is definitely this Dragonite V-Star. It was my first V-Star, and Dragonite's my favorite Dragon-type Pokemon. So it's just really cool. It's pretty cool V-Star. I don't really have many V-Stars, but he's one of them. And he honestly just looks really cool. It's not a bad card. I do hope I get more V-Stars, but I have the full evolution of Dragonite, so getting this was pretty cool. But I really like the art. It's got like a cool like shimmer you can kind of see, and I really like how they formatted it with like the new attack box, and it's got like V-Star on the bottom. It just looks really cool, and it definitely deserves an honorable mention. My next honorable mention has to be this Nihilgia, I don't really know how to pronounce that, GX Ultra Beast. This is one of my favorite Ultra Beast, and it's just really cool with the full art. I actually had 2 of these cards, but I lost my first version of the card. But this card's just really cool. I like the design of it. It looks like a big jellyfish, and I really like the Ultra Beast. And this one was my first GX Ultra Beast. And it's really cool, and it's one of my favorite cards. Alright, next up on honorable mentions, I have these 2 cards, the Pidgeot EX and Hisuian, can't pronounce that, Zoroark V-Star, and I'm pretty sure it's like a secret rare or something. These 2, I both like them the same amount. I can't really say one's better than the other, so I just decided to put them in the same honorable mention. These are definitely the last honorable mentions, but these are just 2 of my favorite cards. You can't really go wrong with them, and I really like the Zoroark V-Star. But yet again, the Pidgeot EX is just a classic. Pidgeot is just one of the best Pokemon, and honestly, I really like the old EX cards, just really cool. And let's get on to number 1. And coming in at number 1 is my favorite card in my collection. It has both of my favorite Pokemon in one card. It's my favorite Pokemon and my second favorite Pokemon. So of course this card's just my favorite card. And here it is, the Mewtwo and Mew GX tag team. These are 2 of my favorite Pokemon, with Mewtwo being my favorite Pokemon and Mew being my close second. And it's just really cool. I really like both of these Pokemon. I think it was my first tag team card too, which just makes it a little more special. I really like the tag team cards. It's a GX too. It's got 270 HP, which isn't bad. And the moves are actually pretty good. The attacks are pretty good. And I just really like this card with like the cool starry sky in the background. It's no doubt about it my favorite card, and it's pretty much always going to be my favorite card. I really don't think there's a single card out there that's going to match this card, in my opinion. It's definitely not the best card and doesn't have the best attacks, but to me it's just my favorite card, and definitely probably going to be my favorite card for a long time. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a like down below this video. And if this video gets to 5 likes, I'll do a whole video of showing off my entire collection. Like, here's some of my cards. So hit that subscribe button and make sure to leave a like and comment what videos of Pokemon unboxings I should do next.